kind introduction, and thank you Aslam bhai, Farooq bhai, and all of you for coming here, on taking time out of your family time on Sunday evening. I'm really obliged by all of you coming here to meet with me. Actually, when I was coming to Louisville, I thought that maybe it's very close to Cincinnati and I should meet my friends in Cincinnati also. As Tahir mentioned, I've been involved with APPNA for the last 20 years. First time I became APPNA member in 1995 when I was in my residency. And then I started going to the meetings and getting involved in different committees. In 2003, I think the first time when, after 9/11, when there was a problem with the J1 visas, H1 visas for Pakistani physicians, first time many of the physicians, they got stopped in Pakistan and got stuck in Pakistan. And then we made a group of volunteers, I think it was 6 or 7 volunteers, and then started working for those physicians in our personal capacity. That was the first time when I got involved into advocacy for Pakistani community and physicians. And eventually that was made ad hoc committee of APPNA for that year, and then subsequently it was made a standing committee. APPNA has different committees for different issues. So for Young Physician Committee, that was the first time it was turned into a standing committee. Then after that, in my personal capacity, as well as with the Young Physician Committee, I continued helping young physicians coming from Pakistan. Rubina, my wife, actually she got involved in the Young Physician Committee. I was also involved in my alumni, actually with the help of Tahir, Babar Chima, and many others. We revitalized our alumni. Before that, we had like handful of members, and we never had any project in our alumni. And actually, I'm so blessed with their support that we initiated a scholarship program for our alumni in Allama Iqbal Medical College, as well as here in the US. We started APPNA House, where the students or residents, physicians, when they are coming to US, they stay free of cost there. We started Kazi scheme to help the physicians who are pursuing their career for residency search. We started projects in Lahore at Allama Iqbal Medical College. Actually, it's one of Crown Jewel is JADE, which is the endocrine center. We have established there, and it has been approved for FCPS Part 2 training for endocrinology. We have also started CARDS program to supply free medicine for the poor patients in the hospital there. So many projects, and Tahir was always been available for help. I have also served APPNA at various levels as member of numerous committees. I chaired many committees. I was chair of the membership committee, communication committee, young physician committee. Last year I was chair again for the young physician committee, when we got about 140 Pakistani physicians. They all got in here on time and joined the residency programs. And it used to be about 5-6 physicians. They used to lose their residency slot because of visa delays, security clearance delays. Last year, first time, nobody lost their spot. Everybody got here on time. I was secretary of APPNA in 2008 when I worked on the first time we started election reforms. So I was involved to have first APPNA election reform in 2008. Which has been modified during various years. This year again, they remodified it and did some come up with some rules and regulations, so nobody can take over APPNA with just lavish spending. And I also proposed pre-budget for all the meetings. Before that, there was no budget allocation for the APPNA meetings. So people, they just used to keep on spending money, and at the end of the meeting they will say that how much is lost and how much profit. I introduced at that time that we should have made a budget for a meeting and then go with the budget, not like keep on spending without any reservation. When I was chair of Young Physician Committee, we also introduced legislation that's called GRADE Act. It has been introduced in the Congress, which will approve a fast track system in the State Department for J1 visa physicians. So they do not go through routine security delays. So as soon as they get there, their case is there, their case will be expedited, and they will go through, I think they are planning to put it like 6 weeks. So within 6 weeks, security clearance will be approved. So that will help and actually take away a lot of our resources and effort that every year we put in for the security clearance needs. I've also been involved with advocacy for our civil liberties, as well as our physicians and as well as Pakistani communities. Usually about twice a year we go to the Capitol Hill and meet different legislators. Sometimes we are successful, sometimes we are not, but we keep on trying that. And my vision is that I will encourage and we will start kind of training programs and seminars to help all our local chapters, so they can initiate the process at their local level, engage their legislators there, and when they go to the DC, Washington DC, so they all are already briefed about the issues. And I think that's the way. If we start all over the states, in all the states, everybody will be aware of that. Just like I'm actually very much impressed by Pakistani community in Louisville, on their chapter. They have been involved with the local government, with the mayor, with the governor, with the local institutions. That's how I think there's future for all of us, and for our children. We have to integrate ourselves with the local American community, because we all are Americans. We have to live here. Our kids, they are going to live here, and that's how we can help our colleagues and young physicians who will be coming from Pakistan. I also want to emphasize on our kids who are graduating from the US medical schools, North American medical graduates. Somehow they do not find any interest with APPNA. They do not connect themselves with APPNA. So we have to come up with some projects and programs which can attract them also, so they can have a sense of belonging in APPNA. And what I have seen, my observation is that we all are brought up in Pakistan, so we still live in Pakistan. So whenever we go to our meetings, we look for Pakistani food, we look for Pakistani entertainment, we look for Pakistani politicians coming there. So that's totally, which is okay, which is totally like create a mini Pakistan there. But if we have to survive in this country, living in this country, this is our country, we have to have some interest for the local graduates, because the kids who are brought up here, go to different institutions here, they have different thought process. They don't care about what's happening in Pakistan, what we do there. They are concerned about what are we doing in this community. And for that, actually, APPNA has already started in few cities. They have started free clinics for the local community as well as Pakistani community. So I will encourage and actually start working with at the chapter level, grassroots level, to initiate at least one free clinic everywhere, all over the states. So that will show our presence in the community, and that's how we have your recognition in the community. Because anything happen to anywhere with our name, with the Pakistani community or Muslim community, local communities, if they know you very well, they will be there for your rescue and for your survival. I also want to start assistant program for young graduates, that as we started in Amgana for the Qarz-e Hasna, and similar way I want to start to help our Pakistani physicians who are coming here. It is getting so expensive to go through the whole process of have the US experience, for the fee schedule, for the traveling, everything. We all did, but it's getting more cumbersome and tedious. So if we can help, last year actually one of our Iqbalian, he helped sponsored one of the best graduate from Allama Iqbal. He was son of a laborer, so no money to come here. So one of our volunteers came to our help, and he sponsored his travel plus his lodging as well as the expenses. And those are the people who have a talent, but they cannot afford it. So we can bring them and we can help them. Mashallah, we all are in our personal capacity. We keep on doing different projects, but as a collective group of people, as an organization, if we can streamline all those processes, probably we can help in a better way. APPNA Foundation is the concept was introduced in 2005. After that, due to different controversies, it did not gain any momentum and just kind of died down. Last year, it was revitalized. Still, a lot of work to do. The concept is to do the fundraising at regular intervals at various meetings, so we can have a baseline fund. So in any case, disaster, in any needs, where we need to help our community, our local community, or in Pakistan, anywhere, so we have a baseline fund. Right now, what happens in APPNA Social Welfare Committee, anytime any issue happens in Pakistan, at that time, committee meets and they decide they'll start doing the fundraising. And sometimes we do good, sometimes we cannot do good. Because at the moment, sometimes you cannot get the funding. So if you have a baseline funds in your account, and then you can help people right away. I cannot say like it's good or bad, but there was I was a part of the APPNA delegation who went to Peshawar. Within few days of that incident in Peshawar, we 4 people. I was one of 4 people. We went there, met with all those kids. It was like everybody was in tears after meeting with those kids, and mostly the kids were either civilians or kids of junior commissioned officers. But I think school has strength of about 1,500, and on that day about 11 to 1,200 kids were in the school. About 300 plus got they lost their life during that tragic incident. APPNA was there right away within a few days, and then showed our goodwill gesture with them, our sympathies with them, and then asked them what do we need, and they asked to give them transport cart system, because they don't have anything to transport patient from one building to other building. They don't have a system in the buildings constructed in a way that you can transport easily. The one building is on one side, ER is totally on the other side, and they are not connected with all those buildings. So we, APPNA pledged 4 carts, and I'm glad that all the members, they came to our help, and I think 2 carts have already been delivered, and 2 are in the process. And then many institutions here, they offered help for that young kid who had damage to brachial plexus, and eventually got to UK. APPNA members, they are going, mostly psychiatrists, they are actually going there on about 3 to 4 weeks rotations, and they are helping local psychiatrists and psychologists for ongoing counseling. So APPNA is an organization which has great potential. We are doing a lot, but we can do more, and inshallah, with the help from all of you, for our members and chapters, and we can take APPNA to the next level. We have to increase our membership, or we are like 18,000 plus Pakistani doctors here in USA, but our membership ranges between 2,500 to 3,000. It used to be 1,000 actually. I think 8 or 10 years ago, like for example, it was about 1,000, and then gradually it went up. And inshallah, I have plans for that, to reach out to all the membership. Actually, membership grows from chapter level. If the chapter is active, people they are more involved, and then they get involved with the main organization. And also, if we are locally involved in the community, many members, when they are not that much involved with APPNA, they do not get exposure to what APPNA is doing. So that's also we need to advertise the achievements of APPNA also. I really appreciate all of you, support from all of you, and I'm available for any questions if
The poll you